Have you ever wanted to create impressive AI generated images from just a piece of text, but felt the setup was too daunting or technical? Think again, because with Qubrid's ComfyUI AI ML template, you can go from idea to amazing visuals in minutes, all through an intuitive user interface. No coding skills required. Let me walk you through it and show you how easy and powerful this process can be. Let's get started. Here's an overview of our workflow that I'll be covering in this video. First, I'm going to use Qubrid's ComfyUI template and deploy it on a GPU instance. Then, once the instance is ready and up running, I'll be creating an end-to-end image generation workflow using Stable Diffusion model. Then, last but not the least, I'm going to show you how you can export your newly created workflow and save it as a JSON file, and also how you can download the generated images right from the UI itself. To deploy ComfyUI in the easiest way possible is to use Qubrid AI ML templates. So just head on to the platform qubrid.com and create your account, and if you have done it already, simply log in. Now once you get logged in, look at the left sidebar where you can find all the categories, and under GPU compute, you can see the AI ML templates. So I'll just click on it, and here you can see there are many ready to be used one-click deploy ready templates which are already configured in the best way possible for you to start working on it directly. I'll select the ComfyUI template and click on deploy. Now it is asking to select the GPU instance on which our ComfyUI will be running. So for my case, it will be a simple workflow which I'll be creating for the image generation. So I'll just go with the A140GB, but keep this in mind that you can change it according to your specific needs and the amount of complexity you do have in your workflows. For my use case, I'm okay with the default settings, so I'll just go with that. Now here, you can add your own SSH keys if you want. For this tutorial, I don't feel the need of it. But I'll be talking more about these combinations in our future tutorials where we will be creating even more complex workflows. Now keeping rest of the things as it is, I'm gonna click on the launch button. So at this point, one suggestion from my side would be to go through all the configurations you have selected. Because once you click on the launch button, you won't be able to make changes for the previously selected configuration. It's gonna take a couple of minutes to get ready the things for us. Let's wait for some time. And boom! ComfyUI has been successfully deployed and up running. Let's open it now. It will redirect us to the browser. And here we go, we have successfully deployed ComfyUI within few clicks, all just by simply using Qubrid's AI ML templates. Now, let's move on to the next section, which is to create the workflow. To create a basic image generation workflow, I'll be connecting a series of nodes that define how the image is created from our input text. So let's break it down step by step. First, I'm adding the load checkpoint node. This loads the actual model weights like Stable Diffusion, which will do the heavy lifting of generating images. Next, I'm using two clip text encode nodes, one for positive prompt and one for negative prompt. These nodes convert your text into high-dimensional embeddings that guide the image generation. Now, I'm adding the empty latent image node. This sets up a blank latent tensor, basically the canvas of noise where generation starts. Then I'll bring in the key sampler node. This is where the actual magic happens. It takes that noisy latent space and refines it step by step using our prompts. After that, I'm going to connect it to the VAE decode node, which is responsible for turning that final latent output into a real viewable image. And finally, let's drop in a save image node at the end. This will save our generated image locally so we can download it later. Alright, so that's the skeleton of our workflow done. Now let's plug in the model. I'm heading over to the top panel menu, clicking on Manager, then selecting Model Manager. In the search bar, I'll just type the model name I want. Let's go with the standard ST1.5 model for this one and hit install. Once that's done, it'll ask me to refresh the UI. So I'll just hit refresh on the browser here, and the model should now be available in the drop-down inside the load checkpoint node. Perfect. The model has been successfully loaded. Now let's give it a try. For the positive prompt, I'm typing in a futuristic city skyline at sunset, ultra detailed, cinematic lighting, 8K resolution, and for the negative prompt, something like blurry, low resolution, artifacts, watermark. Now let's hit run. And watch this. The workflow is firing node by node, converting that prompt into pure AI artistry. And there it is. The final image is right here. It picked up the lighting and skyline beautifully. This looks amazing, isn't it? Let's move on and I'll show you how to export this entire workflow and save your results. Alright, now that the workflow is running perfectly and generating images as expected, let me quickly show you how to save everything for future use. So first, to export your workflow, I'm just going to click on the workflow button at the top and then hit export. This saves the entire setup, all the nodes, connections, and settings as a JSON file. You can reload this anytime or even share it with others to replicate the exact same pipeline. Now to save the generated image, I'll just right click on the image preview and select Save Image. That'll download the final output directly to my system. And that's it. Our workflow has been exported and images has been saved successfully as we wanted. Let's move on to the final wrap up. So that's pretty much it for this video. Big thanks to our team at Qubrid for making this whole process so seamless for creators like you. If you found this walkthrough helpful, make sure to like the video, drop a comment if you've got any questions or ideas, and definitely subscribe. We've got more content lined up, including advanced workflows like video generation and many more. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to platform.qubrid.com and start building your own powerful workflows with our pre-configured and powerful AI ML templates. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next one.